3 years ago, we built our very first giant animatronic, Huggy Wuggy.
And since then, we've built a ton of other crazy monsters, like a Yarnaby that can eat people and a prototype that can crush heads.
But there's something y'all don't know. Behind the scenes, this Huggy build was almost a disaster.
So to prove how much we've learned since then, we're gonna rebuild Huggy.
So you're doing a makeover on your own animatronic? That's crazy!
Oh yeah, I guess we are.
We're talking a whole new frame, upgraded motion, and since Huggy's been through a lot these last 5 games, we'll give him a complete visual upgrade to his withered Chapter 5 design.
To start, let's see what we can salvage from our original build. Original build. Is the head good?
It's mostly good. We need to obviously fix how it attaches to the body. Also, we want to upgrade it to the Chapter 5 look, so he needs some exposed brains and more blood, stuff like that.
If we look underneath, there's zip ties holding this together. I used a fence hinge from Home Depot.
This motor wrapped around the fur inside here and made a giant hole because we couldn't get it out.
It's a disaster. Like, this all needs to be fixed. And finally, he's way off balance when his head is on. We actually had to put fishing line tied to the back of the motor and tie that to the wall so that when he moved, he wouldn't fall over. So we need to give him a wider, sturdier base, and we're gonna upgrade his legs to make him much stronger.
I've been looking at the ways that Huggy has changed from Chapter 1 to Chapter 5, and one of the big differences is all of the damage that he has. He has these gashes and wounds with like bloody stuffing coming out. To me, it looks like brains, so I'm gonna call it brains. I'm not really sure how to make that, but I think the first step is to try actual stuffing, so let's do that. My first idea is I'm gonna take this paint and just kind of brush it on, see what I can get. Fun fact, when you look up blood-colored paint, you get Imperial Red. I'm hoping looks like blood. Spread the blood.
The main problem we're trying to solve here is that Huggy falls over when we turn him on, and that's because he's heavier at the top than he is on the bottom. If I put the head on like this, he can barely stand up as it is. The head is just so heavy that it makes the rest of the body want to tip over. Here, let me show you why. Okay, I've got a baseball bat right here. Now, if I put my hand on the bottom, that's pretty easy to balance because the heavy part is down here and the lighter part is at the top. But if I flip it over and try to do this, you can still sort of balance it, but it's way harder. This is kind of what Huggy Wuggy's like. The heavier part, like his upper body and his head, are at the top, and he's got skinny little legs. Well, they're not like little legs, they're very big legs. You know what I mean. If I hold the bat at a very special spot, I can balance it on one single finger because this is called the center of gravity of this object. And if I move even a little bit, the center of gravity moves and it's hard to stay up. Now think about that as an animatronic and it's moving all over the place. It's super hard to balance the center of gravity. With this giant head, Huggy's center of gravity is way up high. So that's the main reason he's fallen over. To fix that, we need to make a stronger, heavier base to lower his center of gravity. We're also gonna upgrade his PVC frame with some steel to make everything sturdier so it doesn't break. But before that, I'm gonna go check in on Jaimie. Oh, look at this bloody stuff. This is great. This looks amazing.
It's okay. The problem is it's not sticking together, right? And then the blood, the color's right, but it just doesn't look bloody enough.
It's just kind of red.
It's red.
I mean, you could use real blood. I'm sorry, not real blood, real fake blood is what I meant. We're going to East Coast Haunter Convention, we could get supplies.
Oh yeah, and then we might be able to find some other inspiration for ways to do this that is not just painting stuffing.
I love it, let's do this.
Okay. It's Pumpkin Freddy. That is so cool.
These horns that everybody's wearing and Jaimie's wearing, these are from our friends Dave and Aubrey at Horror Props, and you can buy them if you go to horrorprops.shop. They're amazing.
Look at this fish. He's so grumpy and evil and cute, and I love him.
We're not here for that. We've got to focus.
Okay, we gotta find brains and blood to make Huggy Wuggy's insides. I think I found it. Permablood. It's shiny and like real blood, but it's not gonna wash off. It's perfect.
Thanks to East Coast Haunter Convention for hosting us. Even though we're having fun, it's time to head back home to keep going on our Huggy makeover.
I'm back from the East Coast Haunters Convention and I got permablood. I think this is going to work great. And what I'm going to try it on are 3 different things. The first is the stuffing, which I actually glued down to tinfoil so it stays together this time. I think that this is going to give us the most authentic look because it's actual stuffing. Second is spray foam, which has a really cool texture. It's lumpy and bumpy, but also I imagine the paint is going to drip really nicely onto this, and you can put like a rope in and make like impressions. Third are these cute little brains that I also found at East Coast Haunters Convention, and they just have this fun texture and they're adorable. So we are going to paint all 3 of these and see which one looks the best. It kind of looks the same as the other stuff, which is okay. Okay, they are sufficiently bloodied, so I'm gonna let them dry and then we will decide which one we like the best.
Okay, it's time to fix this frame. Now, if you've watched our recent videos, you know that we switched from PVC to steel for most of the frames. There's a couple reasons why we switched to steel. Reason number 1, it's way stronger and it's not gonna bend or break. And 2, it's heavier, so if we build the base and his legs out of steel, it'll keep that center of gravity lower and Huggy will stay balanced.
Before we make anything though, we should take all of this fur off and see what we're working with.
There's nothing in here. There's 1 bar for the shoulders.
It was simple back then. Look at this cage I made. This was it. How is this going to protect the motor? It's up here.
Honestly, kind of a miracle that this ever worked at all.
Ooh,
I mean, look at
so wobbly.
this. Do you remember when we made the doctor and we did that thing where we put the heavy weight on his head and it just like smushed all the PVC pipe? That's basically what happened. Like Huggy's head was just heavy and this whole thing just, the whole shoulder just cracked off.
You know, the flex in this PVC was actually really nice.
Yeah.
Huggy's this big floppy toy and it gave him the secondary motion that we can't lose by making him out of steel.
So the challenge is gonna be to like give it all the structure and the balance it needs without losing the floppy secondary motion. We got some blood, we got some blood. Look at this, this is great.
Yes,
I
look
love
at
this.
my blood. Okay, I have a favorite, but I want to know which one is your favorite.
Well, there's this one, which we saw before, which honestly, I thought that was pretty cool until I saw this one, which is my favorite. This is so bumpy, and I love the way it like foamed around the rope too.
Yeah.
This one, you know, it looks like a brain, but it doesn't look like stuffing. But this is a clear winner, I think. What do you think? What, is this the one you like?
This one is definitely my favorite. I love it. I love the texture. It's a little too bright, so I will paint that to fix it, but it is just so cool looking. Now that we have a winner, I just need to make more of these, and I can go on to the rest of Huggy's head.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna get going on his new frame. Since we have the old one right here, I can measure the legs and use the same angles, which is really helpful. My goal here is to upgrade it from PVC pipe to steel, but I'm not changing the pose. That means I don't need to redesign the entire thing because I can just copy what it was before, with one exception. He definitely needs a much larger base, which is what I'm building here. Okay, this is gonna be the base that goes on the ground. It's super heavy, and even though the feet themselves aren't that far apart, the base is really wide, which means it'll help it stay sturdy and upright. Okay, I just thought of something. These are gonna basically go kind of like this. Do you need me to have these come off so that you can slide the fur tube legs over?
That would be nice. I would rather not have to cut the back of his legs and then re-glue it all, so it would save me some time.
Okay, good. On the prototype, I forgot and then had to cut it all apart and do that again. I'm gonna do that from the start this time.
Thank you.
Look at that. It was really nice to be able to use the PVC legs and just sort of like copy paste over to steel, which honestly, I think using PVC is good for that. Like we could use these adjustable legs to figure out the pose and the angles. Okay, next is the hips. So a lot of you have been asking us, how do you get started making animatronics?
Luckily, our video sponsor, KiwiCo, sent us some of their Tinker Crates, which are the perfect way to get into engineering. And they're delivered right to your door.
You hear us talk all the time about mechanical engineering concepts like linkages and motors. With KiwiCo's crates, you can explore how those work in real life by building your own projects.
To show you what we mean, we're gonna build this animatronic that KiwiCo sent us from one of their Tinker crates.
A lot of you don't know this, but I had a really hard time at school. I was terrible at my school subjects because I learned later that the only way I really learn things is by working with my hands and building projects. Like just reading it in a book or thinking about the theory of it, it never worked for me. But if I had an actual project or challenge where I had to work through the concepts with my hands, that's what clicked and really helped me enjoy the process.
We built this animatronic puppet with our kids, and even though they're always seeing us build things, this felt like the first time where we really saw them learning how motors and linkages and cranks work.
When you turn it on with this, these gears spin.
If you're someone who watches our videos and asks yourself, how do I build my own 7-foot-tall Huggy someday? KiwiCo is the perfect way to start your engineering journey. Also, if I had had this when I was a kid, I think I would have had a much easier time in school because being able to apply what you're learning to an actual project makes a huge difference in how you're motivated.
There's a lot going on in KiwiCo's little animatronic puppet here, from gears and motion and motors to actually learning how to puppeteer. It's awesome.
It's so cool.
If you've been curious about getting into mechanical engineering and building your own projects, check out KiwiCo.
Go to kiwico.com/wickedmakers and use code WICKEDMAKERS to get 50% off. And now, back to the project.
We still have a lot to do, but I thought I'd get ahead on making the rest of the brains. We sprayed 6 different shapes and sizes, added some indentations for the rope, and spray painted on a gray base coat because I wanted them to look a little darker and dirtier. While those dry, let's see how Jay's doing on Huggy's hips.
Copy, paste. What do you think?
Love it.
It's not quite as wobbly as this, but I think it'll get the job done. Plywood is amazing, but in this case, doing it out of metal instead is gonna allow us to attach the motor and the whole spine and the head, and it's all gonna be secure and balanced and much better.
But this time, we're gonna put a huge barrier around the motor because that motor was the cause of so many issues with the last Huggy. Okay, it's story time, y'all. The Huggy video almost didn't happen because we were doing our final test. He's moving along, and all of a sudden, he stopped moving, and we had no idea what was going on.
And there was a horrible noise too. It was like a crunching, tearing noise happened.
So let me show you what it was. The motor back here started to eat all of this hair here, and it slowly was eating and eating it. We didn't know because it was covered under all this fur, and we had to cut a giant hole in the fur.
It seems pretty obvious now, but that was the day we learned that fur and motors don't mix. This is a wiper motor. It's the same thing that's in a car, and it makes the windshield wipers go back and forth. They're very, very strong motors, which is why we use them. So when the fabric gets stuck in there, it is tearing it like crazy. Like, this is not good. Oh,
Just
God. Oh, God.
like
Oh, God.
that.
Okay. We had to cut it like crazy. Now we have these motor controllers. This one's from Purgatory Props, and we can just make the motor go the other way. We just unwind it. See? Look.
Ah, we're free.
If we had had this at the time, we could have just been like, hey, just unwind it. No big deal. We didn't know any better.
So what I need to do is trim all of the fur edges, but also I'm gonna put some foam around the motor so that there's no chance of that happening again.
Like a protective cage surrounding all this.
Force field.
We've already replaced the plywood hips with steel, and I cut some angled pieces to make a spine that can move back and forth. I also upgraded it with an oiled flange bearing so the movement is really smooth. Now it's time to take everything apart from our original setup and transfer the motor components over to the new Huggy. This is the smallest motor mount I've ever made. I used to make them like really big. It's just one little piece of metal and it holds it perfectly right there. This piece is called the linkage, and that's what's gonna link the rotation of the motor to the movement of Huggy's spine. This is basically his backbone. And as this rotates, it pulls the spine back and forth.
This is so cool because it's the same motion as the old Huggy, but this time it's made of like real parts. It looks professional.
We took all the things we've learned in the last 2 years, like making it out of metal instead of plywood. I made a real motor mount instead of using hose clamps, and like real linkages. So instead of falling apart every time we turn it on, it's gonna last for like 10 years.
Awesome. Okay, since Huggy has the blank side here, I need you to make a way for his head to turn from one side to the other, because on this side, I'm gonna put Smiling Huggy.
I actually love that idea. So like, okay, so the non-scary, like smiley version.
The Happy Huggy.
So we just need it to be able to spin around? Okay, yeah, I'll figure it out. I can do that.
I want to make my two Huggy faces look consistent, which means we need to use the same techniques that we used on this one as we're going to use on the new one. Problem is, I don't really remember how I did it before. Luckily, we have a whole video that shows how we did it. So let's watch it. Okay, so I did use half dowels, but I printed out my template and heat bent it on a flat surface. So I can definitely do that. What else? Oh, yes. I shaved the fur before I put the eyeballs on because there was like too much fur there. It had to go. Oh man, do you remember? We tried to put a balloon over the lips on this first one. I totally forgot we did that. A balloon was never gonna work. It's crazy seeing all of our old techniques and how far we've come. Like, it's cool to see what we used to do and, compare it. Just like the first Huggy, I'm starting with a half dowel of EVA foam and a full-size template. Heating up this EVA foam releases really nasty fumes, so if you do something like this, make sure to wear a respirator. And the heat gun gets really hot, so, don't burn yourself. Anyways, I taped it together so that it cooled in the right shape and trimmed off the extra. Okay, that was actually way harder than this one because I had to get a super tight curve, but voila, there we go, got him out. I'm sealing it with Mod Podge because I want to get a super smooth and shiny surface, and this fills in all those tiny microscopic holes in the foam. After that, it gets 2 coats of red paint, which I'm pretty sure is the same bottle of red that I used 3 years ago. I added a little black shading on the lips to give them extra dimension, and finally brushed on a heavy layer of triple thick gloss for ultimate shininess. Look at this. It is so shiny. I love it. Still a little tacky though, so I'm gonna wait for that to dry. And while that happens, I'm gonna work on Huggy's eyes. When I made these originally, I printed out the iris and glued it onto the back. And you see right here, that's like the glue coming through the paper. And I hate it so much. So I'm gonna try to paint on the back of my cabochons instead. I have 2 brand new cabochons. This one has a chip in it, which I'm sad about, but he's withered. It's fine. Not bad. These are so much better because the colors are actually saturated. Black is black, not some weird mottled gray. I love it.
While Jaimie's working on the head, I finished all the mechanical stuff and I got a couple extra things to show you. On the first version of Huggy, the arms were just tubes of fabric hanging down. There was nothing inside them at all. So what I added was some PVC that's gonna basically, it doesn't go all the way down, but it gives it some weight. So as it turns, it's gonna help the arms have a little bit of swing. That'll make more sense in a second. But first, come over and check this out. We wired up the whole motor. It's going into our Purgatory Props motor controller. Let's test it out. So the swivel happening here at the shoulders is based on the weight of the arms because they're kind of hanging down. So it gives it this nice swing as it keeps moving. The other thing it's gonna do is when we put the fabric on, it'll like actually give the arms a little bit of structure instead of just, I don't know, dangling. I think it's gonna look better. And finally, I got one more thing. When we made our pirate animatronic that sort of swivels back and forth, we came up with a way to just use basic PVC connectors to make like a swivel thing. So now up here at the neck, I can put this right here and it will swivel in this axis too, which is going to allow Jaimie to spin the head around exactly like she wanted. And with that, I think all the upgrades for the mechanics are done. This is going to work way better. It's not going to fall over. It's not going to fall apart or break. I'm very excited to put the rest of Huggy on here, so let's go check with Jaimie.
With all my pieces done, I used my template to position the eyes and lips in the right spot. Then I shaved a bunch of the fur away so that the mouth and eyes could be hot glued directly onto the head and be secure. Haha, look, there we go. 2 Huggy faces on 1 Huggy head. We're not done yet though, because we still have to make this one look like the Chapter 5 version, which means we have to add some blood and make those brains. Okay. I know that it's stuffing and not brains, but they look so brainy. To make these look more like stuffing, I darkened up the shadow areas, gave them some grind, and then dry brushed on some white highlights. The texture of this foam is so fun to paint on. For the perma blood, I wanted to be really selective with how much I used and have a nice mix of big gloops and smudges. I wanted it to be bloody, but not too bloody, you know? Like the perfect amount of bloodiness. I think we got there.
Ooh, let's see this. Oh! Oh my gosh!
He's so cute, right?
Let me see. Let me see this. That's amazing. It's so shiny. So what do we have to do next? We have to like make him look like the chapter 5 version. Are those your brains?
Yes.
Or stuffing or whatever? Look at how good these came
Look
out.
how shiny that blood is.
Oh, that is so cool.
I guess we're just gonna cut him.
Do it.
Okay. Oh man. I'm sorry, Huggy.
Wait.
What?
Just kidding, it's fine. Keep going.
The first cut has been made.
I'm pretty sure this is how brain surgery works in real life.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be messy. Oh man.
That's so messy.
The brain surgery is complete.
That looks amazing.
How's our patient?
Oh, that stuff is so cool. I love this. I love this so much.
Next up is the mouth. So his teeth need to be more decayed, his lips more withered, and then we're gonna add in some blood.
Blood?
Blood, I love the blood. I don't know why, but making the blood is just so much fun to me. But anyway, the mouth is done, so now it is time to move on to the hair. We're gonna shave some patches and make him scruffy. And just like that, we have our new Huggy head. So now it's time to attach him to the rest of his body. Hey, he has arms now.
Yes, he does. And I added the head swivel. Should we test?
Yes, absolutely.
Test out the new head here. Bingo.
Okay.
And here we go. Ready?
Ha ha! Amazing. Yes.
And then also, we've still got the head tilt. Oh man, did it get taller? I feel like it got taller.
He definitely got taller. His chin used to be like here.
That was not an intended part of the makeover. He accidentally got way bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to see if the animation works here?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Oh. Starting off slow.
Okay.
Oh,
my goodness,
geez.
where's he going? Why is he falling?
He tried to go like this.
Oh
no! Okay, I just realized a fatal flaw in my idea here.
Oh man.
It's gonna like exorcist all the way around. Yeah, that needs to, why didn't it do that before in the last version?
Ribbons.
It kind of seems like a ridiculous solution because it's made out of ribbon. But it is mechanically sound and it's not gonna be in the way of anything. Now it's just stuck over here.
Now he gets stuck in that position.
It's because the head is so heavy now. Ah!
It was always heavy.
I've been up and down this thing. This was never gonna work. And I don't understand how we solved it 2 years ago in the first Huggy, so let's watch and try to figure it out. He did mostly work. We did have some problems. Basically, the head is so massive that the combination of the head tilt and the shoulder rotation, it was like breaking everything. Like it went way over. So we actually had to lock off the shoulders just so that it didn't break.
Oh, it didn't work. We just locked off the shoulders instead.
Oh, I spent so much time building this and it never was gonna.
I can't believe we forgot about that.
I was just like, oh, I'll just copy the old design and make it like better. The old design never worked.
Nope.
Ah! It's not that I want to give up here, but the shoulder motion just doesn't work. As soon as you put the heavy head on there and it leans over, the center of gravity is so far to the side that the shoulders twist and they never can return. They can never go back the other way. And it's like, we've learned so much about animatronics in the last like 3 years, and I still have so much to learn. Like, I just don't know how to make this work. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna lock off the shoulders and just move forward. basically don't need these anymore. Their whole purpose was to weight down the arms to spin the shoulders, but the shoulders aren't gonna spin. Okay, round 2,
Okay.
or 3, or 4, I don't know. Here we go.
I love it.
It's working though, right?
It's working. It's
Okay.
great.
Watch this, in the middle of it, you could be like, oh, Huggy's happy now.
Aw, so cute.
Now we can finally move on to the body.
Oh, thank goodness. It looks like he has little T-Rex arms. Our original Huggy, we never gave him the greatest shape. Like, look how skinny these legs are. So I need to stuff him and build him a rib cage. Let's go. Haha, yes. There's so much clearance there. No furs getting stuck in that motor. Look, he has a real body. It
Yay.
looks good, right? Now it's time to destroy him. We have to sever his arm. We gotta add the bloody stuffing coming out. We gotta add in the bandages. We have to mat his fur. We have to add some blood. But first, there's a problem. You remember the stuffing that I made?
Yes, it looks amazing.
It's way too big.
Oh no.
I didn't measure it at all. I just guessed. I guessed wrong. So I gotta trim this. New and improved pieces are all done. This one goes in his arm, but first we have to cut off his arm. Oh man. All right, goodbye arm.
Oh.
Oh. I have the perfect idea for this.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, yeah. There you go, prototype.
There we go. It's got 2 arms. It's just missing the 3rd one. Ah, he's got a little stub. All right, time for the rest. Oh man, Huggy. You've been through it.
It looks so awesome.
Body parts done. Now it's time to move on to the bandages. What I think I'm gonna do though is like tape it to itself so there's no actual sticky stuff, and then we'll wrap it around him.
Yeah, that looks great. What's next?
Well, just like we did with the head, I gotta make his fur look all matted and messed up. So, there we go. And now it is time for the bloodening. Blood is done. There is one more detail left, his bow tie. This is his actual bow tie that was around his neck, and he's used it and tied it around his wrist to help hold himself together. Poor guy.
Before we see the final thing, we just want to say thank you guys for watching. We've learned so much since we first started, but we have so much more to learn and so much more to build.
Like our next project is an animatronic of Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus. We cannot wait for you to see it.
Until next time, stay wicked.